Thanks for watching Workspace. Today we're going to look at purchasing. I'm working with a client that would like to purchase a property. They're an insurance agent, but this works well with any sole proprietor, anybody that needs a retail or special use property. It can be office, industrial, or retail. They're looking for 2,000 to 5,000 square feet of space. They want to pay $600,000 to $900,000 total for the property. That's pretty aggressive in the area we're looking, but I want to talk about that during the search. The preferred location is Highway 6 in West Katy. And so when you look at a map of Houston, we're going to start by, as you can see, Houston's here. The Beltway's right here, and here is Highway 6. And I've already done the parameters to hit everything from 2,000 to 5,000 square feet. I didn't do anything with the budget yet because I want to show everything. Okay, because you get a better sense of what's out there when you look at everything. So if we start off, because this is a client that needs a lot of visibility, we're going to stick to the main freeways here. So I'm going to create a boundary around Highway 6. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So I'm going to create a boundary around Highway 6, way over what we need. Go down to I-10 toward the Beltway. Again, I'm going really wide here on this search, going all the way down to West Park on Highway 6, going back up toward Katy. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, I just updated the parameters to 2,000 to 5,000 square feet. And so there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are listed. And you can see here there's a Chick-fil-A for $3.35 million. There's an undisclosed medical professional building here. I want to take a look at this and see what they're talking about. There's a Bel Air building that's way down south. That's for $850,000. Let's take a look and see what this looks like. There's an Easy Pond undisclosed. It's past the Beltway, inside town, so let's take a look at that one too. And another Easy Pond. Okay, so if we take a look at the first one, now the price is not disclosed here, but let's look at the details. It's sitting on 1.5 acres. It's about 7,000, 8,000 square feet total, so this can be a multi-tenant building easily. It also looks like they're selling this in units as well. So these are pretty common, not very popular because of the common area. I'll talk to you about that later, but there's some pros and cons to office condos. They're not my favorite type of property for people looking for a standalone building, just because you have to rely too much on the landlord and other tenants to take care of their property, and sometimes they just don't. Another problem with these types of property is the parking here. It's almost never enough, and if you have a insurance or a heavy retail use where you have people coming in and out, sometimes you don't have spaces for your clients. So the price is not disclosed. Depending on the price point, I don't know if I would give this a thumbs up to look at. Let's look at the next property. Now this is an investment property on Bel Air, and so there's a tenant here. It's priced at $850,000. So this is not something that someone can move into. They don't even want you talking to the tenant here, but it does give you a look at on this part of town, which is way past what we want to, it's not in the area of what we want to look at, but it does give you a glimpse of, for a 3,000 square foot occupied facility, what this would go for in one of the softer markets in town. So Bel Air is not nearly as attractive as the spot we're looking at, yet it's still at $850,000 to give you perspective on pricing. Here's another Easy Pond on that list. Since the price is not disclosed, I'm going to have to call in for the information. So for the purpose of this video, it's not going to be as helpful. It's an investment property. So we'll just have to get more information to compare this one. Lots of pawn shops for sale, it seems. Here's another pawn shop that's on Highway 6 South. Let me show you exactly where that is. This is Highway 6 and south of West Park Tollway. So still far south of where we want to be. For $1 million, this property is 2,000 square feet, and it has a tenant here. So this is a franchise, a recognized tenant, a good tenant, so to speak. So this is not something we can move into, but it's a investment property. So again, $1 million at 2,000 square feet of space. And remember, when you look at what we're looking at here, we're looking for 2,000 to 5,000 square feet, $600,000 to $900,000 in the Highway 6 West Katy area. When we go back to the original search that we looked at here, everything even close to what we're looking at. Hold on, let me get this back up. Everything close is substantially higher from a standalone perspective. These business condominiums here, there's some opportunities, again, if you want to do the whole office condo. And I'll put this in a report if you guys want it. But again, the parking is usually a challenge here. I know it looks like a lot of parking, but it turns out not to be when you're in one of these. And sometimes it takes a tour to show clients. It just depends on your needs. Everything close is substantially over the mark. We're gonna have to call for verification on some of these, but I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what's here in the market. So I'm gonna make a report with all of this, and you guys can just request it, and I'll gladly send you an email. And right before we go, let me just try to extend this out a little bit, just to see what else may be out here, if anything. Okay, so there's nothing here that's listed. Now, I'll close by saying this. There's still opportunity in this area, but it's not listed. The things that are listed for sale, they're mainly triple net investment properties, but the opportunity is going to lie in talking to the existing owners that have properties in this market. There are hundreds of potential options in this broad area that we can look at, but it really takes someone knowing those people and not waiting for someone to post it online, because when you do that, you're just getting a small piece of what potentially is out there. You're getting people that want to sell, and these systems are very good at getting people that want to sell. But sometimes an owner doesn't know he wants to sell yet. Sometimes you just have to ask, and you might catch them at a good time. You might have the right offer at the right time, and that's where some of the best deals are made. So it does take time to do that, but that's what brokers are for in the marketplace. So let me send you these options, and let's talk about them, and hopefully we can really start digging in and seeing what the best fit's going to be. Thanks for your time.